You've probably been told that waking up at night is just a normal part of getting older. Maybe your doctor said it's stress, or perhaps you've tried every pillow, every mattress, and every sleep position imaginable. But here's what almost nobody tells you. One of the most common reasons you wake up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or 4 a.m. has nothing to do with your bladder, your mattress, or your mind racing. It has everything to do with a single muscle in your body that's been tightening all day long without you even noticing. This muscle sits deep in your lower back and hips. When it gets tight, and for most people over 60, it does, it sends signals to your brain that something's wrong. Your body thinks there's danger. Your nervous system goes on alert. And just like that, you're wide awake in the middle of the night. But did you know that nearly 68% of adults over the age of 65 experience what doctors call sleep maintenance insomnia? That's the fancy term for waking up in the middle of the night and having trouble falling back asleep. And researchers discovered that one major contributing factor wasn't psychological. It was physical. It was muscular tension, particularly in the hip flexors and the psoas muscle. This is the muscle that connects your spine to your legs. It's involved in almost every movement you make, standing up, walking, sitting down, even breathing. And when it stays contracted for hours at a time, especially if you've been sitting in a chair, driving a car, or even lying in certain positions, it creates a low-level stress response in your body that disrupts your sleep cycles. But here's the good news. You don't need pills. You don't need expensive treatments. You don't need to accept sleepless nights as your new normal. I'm Dr. Henry Miller, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 exercises that can do right in your bed. Exercises that take less than 2 minutes each. Exercises that gently release this muscle, calm your nervous system, and help you sleep through the night like you did years ago. For over a decade, I've worked with older adults who want to stay strong, independent, and healthy as they age. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s transform their sleep, their energy, and their quality of life just by learning how to relax the right muscles at the right time. This is why you need to watch this video till the end, as what you will learn is very important if you want to improve the quality of your sleep, especially at night. But before we dive in, I'd like to know who I'm talking to. So let me know in the comments your name, how old you are, and where you're watching from. Most of you watching aren't subscribed to the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out when I put more videos on healthy aging. Alright, let's get started. Before I show you the exercises, I want to take a moment to explain why this is so important, not just for your sleep, but for your entire life as you get older. Sleep is one of the most underrated tools we have for healthy aging. It's not glamorous, it doesn't come in a bottle, but it's absolutely essential. When you sleep well, your body repairs itself. Your brain clears out waste products that build up during the day. Your immune system strengthens, your muscles recover, your heart rate slows down, and your blood pressure drops, giving your cardiovascular system a much-needed rest. But when you don't sleep well, when you're waking up multiple times a night, all of that gets interrupted. A study from the National Institute on Aging found that poor sleep in older adults is directly linked to increased risk of memory decline, depression, and even early mortality. In fact, people over 65 who consistently sleep fewer than 6 hours a night have a 30% higher risk of developing chronic health conditions compared to those who sleep 7 to 8 hours. Now, I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that improving your sleep isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. And it's one of the most powerful things you can do to maintain your independence, your mobility, and your mental sharpness as you age. And when you learn how to release the muscles your body, you're not just improving your sleep, you're improving your balance, you're reducing pain, you're protecting your spine, you're giving yourself the gift of a body that works with you, not against you. And the beautiful thing is, you can start tonight, right in your own bed, with no equipment, no gym membership, no complicated movements. Just 5 simple exercises that take less than 10 minutes total. The first exercise is called the knee to chest release, and it's one of the gentlest ways to start relaxing the psoas muscle and releasing tension in your lower back. Here's why this exercise is so effective. When you bring your knee toward your chest, you're gently stretching the psoas on the opposite side. At the same time, you're giving your lower back a chance to flatten against the mattress, which releases pressure on the spinal discs and calms the nervous system. A 2017 study in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science found that knee-to-chest stretches significantly reduced lower back pain and improved sleep quality in adults over 60. The reason? This movement helps reset the natural curve of the spine and reduces what's called sympathetic nervous system activation. That's the part of your nervous system that keeps you in fight or flight mode. When your sympathetic nervous system is overactive, your body thinks it's in danger. Your heart rate stays elevated, your muscles stay tense, and your brain has a hard time entering deep, restorative sleep. This exercise helps flip the switch. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part that tells your body it's safe to rest, digest, and heal. Here's how to do it. Lie flat on your back in bed. Make sure your head is supported by a pillow that's comfortable, not too high, not too flat. Let your legs extend naturally. Now, take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. As you breathe out, gently bend your right knee and bring it toward your chest. Use both hands to hold your knee, not pulling hard, just holding it gently in place. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. Keep breathing slowly and deeply. With each exhale, imagine the tension in your lower back melting into the mattress. After 20 to 30 seconds, slowly lower your right leg back down. Take another breath, then repeat the same movement with your left knee. Do this twice on each side. That's it. You're done with exercise 1. You might feel a gentle stretch in your hip or lower back. That's exactly what you want. You should never feel pain. If you do, ease up a little. The goal is relaxation, not force. This exercise alone can make a noticeable difference in how your body feels at night. But we're just getting started. The second exercise is called the Figure 4 hip release, and it targets a muscle that works very closely with the psoas, the piriformis. The piriformis is a small muscle deep in your hip. It helps you rotate your leg and stabilize your pelvis. But when it gets tight, it can pinch the sciatic nerve, cause pain down your leg, and contribute to the same nervous system tension that wakes you up at night. In fact, a 2020 study published in Pain Medicine found that nearly 45% of older adults with sleep disturbances also reported hip or buttock pain, and most of them had tight piriformis muscles. When they started doing gentle hip stretches before bed, their pain decreased and their sleep improved within 2 weeks. Here's how the Figure 4 hip release works. You're still lying on your back in bed. Bend both knees so your feet are flat on the mattress, about hip width apart. Now, lift your right foot and place your right ankle on top of your left knee. Your right knee will naturally fall out to the side, creating a shape that looks like the number 4. That's why it's called the Figure 4. Once you're in this position, take a breath. On your exhale, gently reach your hands through the gap between your legs and hold on to the back of your left thigh. If you can't reach your thigh comfortably, hold on to your left shin instead. Now, gently pull your left thigh toward your chest. You'll feel a stretch deep in your right hip and buttock. Hold this stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, breathing slowly and deeply. Then, release. Lower your left foot back down and switch sides. Place your left ankle on your right knee and repeat. Do this twice on each side. This exercise is incredibly powerful because it not only releases the piriformis, it also helps release the external rotators of the hip, which are often tight in people who sit a lot or who have trouble walking smoothly. And here's the thing. When your hips are relaxed, your lower back can relax too. And when your lower back is relaxed, your psoas doesn't have to work so hard to stabilize you. Everything becomes easier. You'll notice that your body feels more settled, more grounded. And when you lie down to sleep after doing this exercise, your hips won't be sending those little something's wrong signals to your brain anymore. Now we move to the third exercise, and this one is especially important for people who experience stiffness in the middle or upper back. It's called the spine twist release. Your spine is designed to rotate. Every time you turn to look over your shoulder, reach for something on a shelf, or get out of a chair, your spine twists. But as we get older, we tend to move in smaller and smaller ranges. We stop twisting as much. We stop reaching. And the muscles that support spinal rotation, especially the obliques and the muscles around the thoracic spine, start to tighten up. When these muscles are tight, they create tension that travels down into the lower back and the psoas. It's all connected. And that tension, once again, keeps your nervous system on alert. A fascinating study from the European Spine Journal in 2018 found that gentle spinal rotation exercises performed before bed improved sleep quality, and reduced nighttime awakenings in people over 65. The researchers believed it was because these movements helped release built-up muscular tension and improved circulation to the spinal nerves. Here's how to do the spine twist release. Lie on your back with both knees bent and your feet flat on the mattress. Extend your arms out to the sides in a T shape, palms facing up. This will help you stay stable. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly lower both knees to the right side. Let them drop gently toward the mattress. You don't have to touch the mattress. Just go as far as feels comfortable. Keep both shoulders on the bed. You should feel a gentle stretch along the left side of your torso and possibly in your lower back. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds. Breathe slowly. With each exhale, imagine your spine softening and releasing. Then, slowly bring your knees back to center. Take a breath, and lower both knees to the left side. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then return to center. Do this twice on each side. This exercise is wonderful because it not only releases tension in the spine, it also massages the internal organs, improves digestion, and helps calm the mind. Many people tell me that this single movement makes them feel deeply relaxed, almost like they've just had a gentle massage. And that's exactly what we want. We're not trying to force anything. We're not trying to prove anything. We're simply giving the body permission to let go. Now, before we move on to the final two exercises, I want to take a quick moment to say something. If you're finding this information helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. My goal is to reach as many seniors as possible who are serious about aging well, staying independent, and living with strength and dignity. Every like, every share, every subscription helps this message reach someone who needs it. And if you know someone, maybe a spouse, a friend, a parent, who struggles with nighttime waking or lower back pain, please share this video with them. You might just change their life. All right, let's continue. The fourth exercise is called the supported bridge hold, and it's one of the best movements you can do to strengthen and release the muscles around your hips, glutes, and lower back. Now, you might be wondering, why would I want to strengthen muscles if I'm trying to relax them? Great question. Here's the answer. When muscles are weak, they tend to stay tight. It sounds strange, but it's true. Your body compensates for weakness by creating tension. It's a survival mechanism. The glutes, the muscles in your buttocks, are supposed to support your pelvis and take pressure off your lower back and psoas. But in many older adults, the glutes become weak from sitting too much or from not moving through a full range of motion. When the glutes are weak, the psoas has to work overtime. It gets tight, overactive, and exhausted. And that's when the problems start. A study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy in 2021 found that older adults who performed gentle glute strengthening exercises 3 times a week had significantly less lower back pain and better sleep quality than those who didn't. The researchers noted that stronger glutes led to better pelvic stability, which in turn reduced strain on the hip flexors. Here's how to do the supported bridge hold. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the mattress, about hip-width apart. Your arms should rest by your sides, palms facing down. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, gently press through your feet and lift your hips off the mattress. You don't have to lift high. Just a few inches is enough. You should feel your glutes and the back of your thighs engaging. Hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Then, slowly lower your hips back down to the mattress with control. Rest for a moment. And repeat. Do this 3 to 5 times. If lifting your hips feels too challenging, you can modify this exercise by simply pressing your feet into the mattress without lifting your hips. Just that pressing action alone will activate your glutes and start waking them up. This exercise is powerful because it doesn't just release tension. It builds the strength you need to prevent tension from coming back. It's a long-term solution, not just a quick fix. And here's something else. When you activate your glutes before bed, you're sending a signal to your psoas that it doesn't have to work so hard. Your body begins to trust that there's support, and when your body feels supported, it can relax. Now we come to the fifth and final exercise, and this one is different from all the others. It's not a stretch, it's not a strengthening movement, it's a breathing technique, and it might be the most important exercise of all. It's called the psoas release breath. Here's why this matters. Your psoas muscle is directly connected to your diaphragm, the main muscle you use to breathe. Every time you take a breath, your diaphragm moves. And every time your diaphragm moves, it affects your psoas. When you're stressed, anxious, or in pain, you tend to breathe shallowly, using only the top part of your lungs. This shallow breathing keeps your diaphragm tight, which keeps your psoas tight, which keeps your nervous system in fight or flight mode. But when you breathe deeply, using your full diaphragm, you send a direct signal to your psoas to release. You also activate the vagus nerve, which is the main nerve responsible for calming your entire body. A 2016 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that just 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing before bed significantly improved sleep onset and reduced nighttime awakenings in older adults. The researchers concluded that diaphragmatic breathing directly calms the sympathetic nervous system and promotes parasympathetic activation. In other words, deep breathing tells your body it's safe to sleep. Here's how to do the psoas release breath. Lie on your back in a comfortable position. You can keep your knees bent or extend your legs, whatever feels best. Place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly, just below your rib cage. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Now, take a slow breath in through your nose, counting to 4. As you breathe in, focus on expanding your belly, not your chest. You should feel the hand on your belly rise, while the hand on your chest stays relatively still. Hold your breath gently for a count of 2. Then, breathe out slowly through your mouth, counting to 6. As you breathe out, feel your belly fall, and imagine all the tension in your body draining away. Repeat this cycle 5 to 10 times. With each breath, imagine your psoas softening. Imagine your lower back melting into the mattress. Imagine your whole body becoming heavy, warm, and deeply relaxed. This exercise takes less than 2 minutes, but those 2 minutes can completely change the state of your nervous system. Many of my clients tell me that this breathing technique alone helps them fall back asleep when they wake up in the middle of the night. They don't have to get out of bed. They don't have to turn on the light. They just breathe, and their body remembers how to relax. So there you have it. 5 simple exercises you can do right in your bed to relax the muscle that wakes you up at night. Let me take a moment to bring this all together. These exercises aren't just about sleep, although better sleep is a wonderful benefit. They're about taking control of your health in a way that's gentle, sustainable, and rooted in science. As we age, it's easy to feel like our bodies are working against us. We wake up stiff. We feel pain in places we didn't even know we had muscles. We start to think that discomfort and sleepless nights are just part of getting older. But that's not true. Yes, our bodies change as we age, but we are not helpless. We have more control than we think, and often, the solutions are simpler than we imagine. By releasing the psoas muscle, you're doing something profound. You're reducing physical tension. You're calming your nervous system. You're improving your posture and your mobility. You're protecting your spine. You're reducing your risk of falls, and you're giving yourself the deep, restorative sleep your body needs to heal, to think clearly, and to wake up each morning feeling like yourself again. These exercises are suitable for almost everyone. You don't need to be flexible. You don't need to be strong. You don't need any special equipment. You just need a bed, a few minutes, and a willingness to care for your body with kindness and consistency. If you do these exercises every night before bed, or even just a few times a week, you will notice a difference. Your body will feel looser, your sleep will improve, and over time, you'll find that you're waking up less often, sleeping more deeply, and feeling more rested during the day. That's the power of small, consistent actions. That's the power of healthy aging done right. I want to thank you for being here today and for taking the time to invest in your health. It means something. It means you're not giving up. It means you're choosing to age with intention, with dignity, and with hope. If this video has been helpful to you, I'd be so grateful if you'd give it a like. It truly helps more people find this information. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Every week, I share evidence-based tips, exercises, and strategies to help you stay strong, independent, and healthy as you get older. This is a community of people who believe that aging doesn't mean declining. It means adapting, learning, and continuing to thrive. I also encourage you to leave a comment below. Let me know how these exercises worked for you. Tell me if you have questions. Share your story. I read every single comment, and I learn so much from hearing from you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.